Hello, my friends. This is Bobby D coming to you from Talambong, Cebu, Philippines. Having an awesome time in the Philippines today. Hope you are as well, wherever you're from. Hey, today I want to talk to you about dealing with Filipinos, children in the Philippines. Dealing with Filipinos, children in the Philippines. Ooh, what a joy. It's such a joy to come back to you again, my friends. And today, I want to say for those of you that are here for the first time, if you click on that subscribe button and the bell notification icon, so you continue receiving fresh, new Philippine videos, motivational videos, and worldwide videos. Now, when you talk about the Philippines, you understand, this is a country where foreign men and Filipinos like to hook up together all the time. Yeah, foreign men are inevitably attracted to Filipinas. Yeah, they like the charm, they like the beauty, they like the sensuality, they like the sexuality, and they like the morality and the practicality of the coveted Filipina. Yeah, man. Yeah, foreigners love Filipinos. I'm telling you, all over the world, foreigners love Filipinos. You hear me? And whenever they see a Filipina, they drop everything and they just like get petrified. Because Filipinos are what's happening, man. Hey, okay, President Obama, I see what's going on. Welcome to the Love Train with Bobby D and Lisa D. Reggie Coleman, welcome to the Love Train. Ride the Love Train today. Yeah, but Filipinos are beautiful women, and they are in high demand all over the universe. Not in just world, but the universe. Yeah. And the reason why, because Filipinos make good wives, they make good girlfriends, they make good caretakers, they make good mothers, they make good friends, because of their charm. They're very charming and they're appealing. And not only that, Ghost Man, what's up, fam, what's up? Riding the train today. But not only that, they're very, very sexy, man. And that sex appeal alone is enough to drop you and grab you and make you jump up out of your seat. And they don't flaunt. This is the thing about the Filipino, y'all. They don't flaunt their sexiness. No, they don't have to, because it's natural. They don't wear most of them don't wear no lipstick. Ooh, guy almost fell, y'all. He okay? Lisa, he okay? Anyway, most of them don't wear no lipstick. They don't wear no makeup. They don't wear no stuff. They come natural, man. And the reason they're so sexy because this natural sex appeal. You can look at a Filipino and then you say, oh man, she's hot. She's hot. And the thing about it, guys, look, she can be hot as hot water, but she ain't trying to be hot. It's just the way they are. They don't even try to be. The real Filipinos don't even try to be hot, man. That's how they are, naturally, sexually attractive. And because of those reasons, they are in what? High demand. And they make you a good wife. So the question we want to look at today is, what happens when you hook up, when you get connected, when you develop a relationship with a Filipina and they got some kids? They may have 1, 2, 3, 4 kids. I seen a, believe it or not, guys, I seen a guy got hooked up with a Filipina. She had 6 kids. And he married her. Woo, yeah, man, I'm telling you. She had 6 kids and he married her. And I'm not going to tell you what happened, but I'm going to tell you, whenever you're dealing with a Filipina and they got kids, there's some things you need to understand, okay? Things change with children if you don't already know. But those of you that don't have children, you better recognize when you get a baby in the house. Yeah, 6 kids, Ghost Man. When you get a baby in the house, it's a new day. It's a new dawn of a new era. You got to change diapers. You got to react to every need. And Filipinos are very, very caretaking people. They're mothers. They're giving. And they have a motherly spirit. And they love the children. So whenever, first thing, I'm going to give you some things you need to look out for when you're dealing with a Filipino with children. First thing, whenever you find a Filipino with children, okay, you like that Filipina, understand, whether you want to marry her, whether you're dating her, whether it's just a casual affair, you have to be aware. You have to accept the total package. Yeah, man. Total package. What is that total package, Bob? What you mean, Bobby D? Total package. Yeah. Yeah, total package. She comes, the child is attached to her at the hip. You hear me? That's her child. And she wherever she go, the child got to go. Because they are one as one unit. You have to accept the total package. And those of you that dealing with Filipinas and she got a child, 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't care. They become part of your responsibility. Okay? So don't care about, well, you know, I care for you, but I can't deal with them kids. I can't deal with them baby kids. Some of them have baby kids, because I'm gonna tell you, when you deal with children in the Philippines are very, very unruly. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be straight up with you. I'm talking about the city kids. Now, the province kids a little bit better, but the city kids in the Philippines, very, very unruly. They're very, very insensitive, and they're very, very selfish. I'm telling you, children in the Philippines versus the USA are totally different. Filipinos have a tendency to spoil their children to the max. Anything they want, they see. Listen to me, I got a child. I'm a Filipino. I'm walking through the store. My little girl, she's 6 years old or 4 years old. We're walking through the store, and she said, "I want that, mommy." She see a little dog. She want, "I want that, Papa. I want that, mommy." No, I'm sorry, dear. We're going home. I can't. Next thing you know, she's dropping all over the floor. She throwing a tantrum. She acting a fool all over. They do that all the time, man. Not just a few. That's how they raise them children. And the parents say, "Please," they're begging the child, "Can you please bring down? We'll be all right." Next thing you know, they buying the item for the child. That's how controlling the children are in Filipino society. I'm serious. They're very, very controlling. So whenever you deal with a Filipino that's got kids, guess what, brother? You got to deal with that child. So if you have a problem with children, you need to understand, do not deal with Filipinos with children, okay? If you love kids, and you're able to handle the fact that sometimes they'll be with kids, then you have to go to that spanking time. That's USA, man. Spanking time in the USA, but it's giving up time. You give what they want time in the Philippines. These kids are spoiled rotten, man. That's one thing I had a hard time with. When I first came out here, I had a hard time. Every time we go in the mall or go somewhere, kids acting a fool, jumping on the floor, shouting loud. They even hit the parents, y'all. That's what I said. You heard me right. They punch him. The little kid punching the parent. I seen a little kid, 3-year-old kid, punch a parent right in the face. Look, punch a mama in the face. She said, "It's okay. Stop, Johnny." She said, "Stop." She said, "I would have, man, if that were me, that would have been his last punch." They had to call 911 on me. But I'm telling you, man, the children out here in the Philippines and the children in the USA are totally different, okay? So you got to accept the total package. And whenever you accept the total package, that means you got to accept the child, the way they are, how they are, and you have to accept the mother. Now, whenever you have a disagreement, if you say you have a relationship with the child, a relationship with the mother and the child, okay, the date, you came to see her and you got to deal with the child. The mom gonna take the child's side every time, man. Every time. Every time. So that's something you got to get used to. Ain't no more, well, me and Johnny. It's me and my little boy, Boo Boo. Me, Johnny, and Boo Boo. And if whatever Boo Boo say, Boo Boo gonna get his way. You understand? I'm telling you, man, set yourself up for expectation. Whenever you deal with a Filipino with children, it's gonna be some issues. So you might as well get in your mind. If you're not looking for issues, then don't deal with a Filipino with children. That's the bottom line. Now, some of you guys out there, you don't want to have any kids, and you want to get a Filipino that's got kids. Because most Filipinos, whenever you get a relationship with a Filipino, most Filipinos want what? Kids. They want children. So if you get in a relationship with a Filipino that want kids, and you don't want a kid, you're in trouble right there. Because she's going to say, I need children in my life. That's another thing. Don't deal with a Filipino that, if you're trying to find a Filipino with no children, or you don't want any children, don't deal with a Filipino that wants children, and don't deal with a Filipino that has children, okay? Because you're setting yourself up for what? Failure. All right. failure. So understand, guys, whenever you deal with a Filipino, it's got children, it's going to be some issues. But you have to accept the total package. And when I tell you, I'm going to give you a perfect example. Before I married Lisa D, I had a Filipino. Her name, this was my 6th Filipina I ever dated, man. Her name was Susan. Susan was the love of my life, man. I'm serious. I felt so hard for her. I couldn't realize or fantasize about anybody or anything else. All throughout the day, I was thinking about Susan. Be getting home, chatting with Susan, being with Susan. But the problem was, Susan had a daughter, and then her name was Shania. It was me, Susan, and Shania. She said, I would appreciate if you accept my daughter. And I want to marry her. I want to marry her. I want to bring USA. She said, I appreciate you accept my daughter, Shania, and me, and we can be a nice family. And I said, okay. I said, I don't know. I'm trying not to start another built-in family. But she said, we'll be friends, and she loves corn to me, and also, and you're gonna be a papa to her. And so guess what, guys? As soon as we started dating, the little girl started calling me Papa. I was like, wait a minute, I'm not her papa. What she calling me Papa for? She respects you, and she just wants you to know she never knew her own papa, so you're her papa. I said, okay, so she never knew who her papa was? She said, no, he left me when I was young, when less than 1 year old. I said, so she really never knew. I said, so she called me Papa. She'll call you Papa. Is that okay? I said, I don't know. She said, please, is that okay? I said, okay, it's okay. So I agreed to that. Next thing I know, the little girl tells me, Papa, I want a bicycle. I said, wait a minute, I'm not your dad. Anyway, you get the gist of trying to say. We had issues, okay? And the bottom line is, I said, okay, I love you, Susan. I don't know about your daughter, if I can accept her, but I understand if I marry you, if we get together, I got to take your daughter in. And I'm not sure if I want to do that, Susan. He said, it's going to be all right. I said, no, it's not going to be all right, because your daughter's spoiled rotten. You already spoiled her. And she said, but she can change. I said, well, we'll see about that. Bottom line, next thing you know, we broke up. Part of it was the daughter, the children, because to be honest with you, I was trying to be honest with her, honest with myself, and let her know I didn't think I could be the kind of father that your daughter needed. Because the fact that I wasn't looking for somebody with a built-in family. But I loved her, I loved her. And so I tried, man. And it just didn't work out. That was only part of the problem. I'm going to tell you some more stuff about Susan later on in another video. But that was only part of the problem, the child. I gave you that as an example. Children in the Philippines, when you're dealing with women in the Philippines that got children, they can cause problems. Not only do you accept the full package, but you need to understand there are going to be some changes in your life, okay? Changes. So if you're not one of those guys out there that you love the children, you are a children kind of guy, you like to be around them, you have fun with them, and you gel real good with children, do not go with the Filipina. Do not fool yourself that I love her and I don't particularly care much about children, but I can deal with the situation. It's going to be all right. No, it is not going to be all right, okay? You're setting yourself up for failure, okay? Understand that whenever a Filipino has a child, they are attached to the hip, okay? So when you accept that Filipina, you accept the child. And for you to say, well, I don't particularly care for the child, you're saying you don't want that Filipina as well, okay? So if you want problems in your life, go ahead on, accept the child, accept the Filipina, and accept the child. And you're going to run into a whole lot of trouble, man. First of all, the child, when they become of age, like they be 13, 14, those are the worst age to accept a Filipino with a child. Because they don't respect you. They're not going to respect you. First of all, they recognize you're a foreign man. Secondly, they recognize you're African American, or if you're a Caucasian man, whatever your color is. And they're going to resent the fact that you're not Filipino, okay? They're going to resent the fact that you don't speak their language. They're going to resent the fact that you're trying to get their mama. It's going to hurt them, especially for the boy, man. Girls can pretty much handle it. But boys are very, very resentful and disrespectful when it comes to a man taking charge of their mother's life, because they have been the they have been the what? Man in their mother's life, and you're taking their position. Yeah, you're taking their position. So, guys, I'm telling you, whenever you're dealing with a Filipino children, you be ready to accept some issues. Be ready to go through the fire, okay? Be ready to go through it, and if hopefully you'll come through okay. But I'm telling you, most of the time, my experience of seeing cheap people dealing with Filipinos children, they fool themselves. It's gonna be all right. Next thing you know, they got problems. I'm gonna tell you, I got a guy right now. This guy, he married a Filipina. She had 3 children, 2 of them are grown sons, and they staying in the house with them. All of the man and the children and the wife staying in the house, because you know what the Filipinos do? They have what's called extended family. When the children get of age, 18 and above, they don't leave the house like the USA. What do? They stay right in the house with mom and papa until they feel like they want to move. And a lot of times they'll be there about 30, 40 years. They'll be 40 years old, 30 years old, and they'll be sitting up in the house. So he had to deal with 2 grown children and his so-called Filipina wife, okay? And next thing you know, he was being bullied by the boys. Yeah, he was being bullied by the boy, and the mama wouldn't take up for him. I'm telling you, man, whenever you're dealing with a Filipino with the children, you're gonna have some serious issues, okay? Best thing for you to do, unless you one of these guys that you just don't give a flip and you lay down and let people walk all over you, that's called a doormat. If you're a doormat, that'd probably be all right with you. But I'm not a doormat, and I don't want nobody telling me what to do in my house. Not when I'm paying all the bills. I don't want nobody bullying me. Not when I'm paying all the bills. Okay? So if you want that, fine. But I'm telling you, man, if you get involved with a Filipino that's got children, it's gonna be some issues, and you have to do 2 things. Number 1, you got to learn to adjust to the situation. Yeah, you got to learn to adjust to baby kids. Baby kids can be very, very disrespectful when they get ready. And the mama gonna take up for them. I don't care what you say. You can say what all you want. And you don't call yourself trying to spank them. Don't call yourself trying to pull your belt. They'll be calling 911 on you. You be down to the PNP. They got a big here against people hitting children, especially foreigners. Now they make that rule last when it comes. This is a double standard. But when it comes to a Filipino hitting the children, they look the other way. But when you let the foreigner hit that child, see what's gonna happen to you. You be down to PNP. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. With children in a Filipino, you have to be very, very careful, and you have to be understanding, and you have to allow for cultural differences, and you have to allow for the fact that most Filipinos let their children rule them. Okay, they do. Even the mama and the papa. The children is the center of the home. They become the manager, the ruler, whatever that child wants. 90% of the time, that's what that child gets. And that's what you got to deal with when you hook up with a Filipino that already has a child. Now, I know I'm about to spoil it for some of you guys out. Some of you guys out there right now going with Filipinos. Right now, you dating them online. They got 1 or 2 children, and you smile and talk to them every now and then. Hey, boo boo. Hey, tutu. That's all right. But wait till you get up and you marry that Filipino. You dating her, and you come here and live with her. It's gonna be a whole new game. It's gonna be a whole new ball game, brother. And you're gonna have to make some adjustments. Yeah, you have to make some adjustments, and you're gonna have to make some concessions, because the Filipinos make the child the center of their world, the center of their universe. All right, guys, hit that super chat button if you like what you hear. Hit the super chat button now. Come on now, somebody hit that super chat button for me. We get ready for the roll call. Everybody ready for the roll call? Let's board this train. Everybody ready to ride the love train with Bobby D and Lisa D today? All aboard. When I say toot toot, you say all aboard. Toot toot, all aboard. When I say all aboard, you say toot toot, all aboard. Toot toot, ready? Here we go. All right, we got Benzine, Born our side in the house today, riding the love train. Reggie Coleman in the house today, riding the love train with Bobby D and Lisa D. Ghost Man in the house today, riding the love train. What's going on? Reggie Coleman said, how you doing, Bobby D and Lisa D? Are you having a wonderful day? Hey, man, we're having a wonderful time up in here, up in here. Riding a love train, man. It's all good. Ghost man said, yeah, 6 kids, man. 6 kids. I'm telling you. And it is spanking time, but it's spanking time in the USA, not in the Philippines. In the Philippines, they give in to everything they want. Yeah. And if they don't want to give into it, they got to listen to the alternative of them not giving into them. And the alternative is they holler. They cry, they cry, they cry, they holler, they shout, they kick. I told you, but I saw one of them punch mom in the face. And one time, we had some of our relatives over from a dealing from the mountains. They came down. They brought one of my relatives named D-Dye. She brought a little girl. The little girl was like about 2.5 years old at the time. She slapped the mom in the face. I saw that. I said, what? I was shocked. I said, you let your daughter slap you in the face? She said, she just playing. I said, no, that ain't no play. She was mad. The girl got mad because the mom wouldn't give her something. She wants cookies or ice cream, something he had. The little girl said, I said, what? That was a little girl. I said, what's wrong with you? You sitting there letting the girl slap you in your face. I said, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You let your child treat you like that? She said, it's okay. That's what we do. She's playing. She's okay. I said, no, it's not okay, D-Dye. I said, you're a grown woman. She a child. She has nobody slapping you in the face. I said, you need to discipline your child. You need to teach her to respect elders. And we went on and on. But that's the difference between the culture differences between the United States children and the Philippine children. I don't see too many 2 and 3-year-old people slapping mothers in their faces in the USA. But it happens here all the time. Reggie Coleman says, well, I'm not dealing with Filipino with children. Good advice, Reggie. Good advice. You a smart man for that. Because if you did, it would put you some changes, man. I'm telling you. Ghost man said, you're lucky that Susan didn't give you a oops, baby. Then you wouldn't have a choice about that. I'm going to tell you something about that, instant family. I'm going to tell you something about that, man. Ghost man, you hit something. You hit a nerve right there, man. Let me tell you what happened. I told y'all I'm going to tell you some more stuff about Susan. I'm going to tell you one other thing about Susan. And Ghost man hit it. She tried to fool me, man. She tried to play me like she was pregnant. Yeah. That's another scheme they run on you, man. Oh, I'm pregnant. I said, what? I went back to yes. I said, what? You what? I'm pregnant. I'm going to have your baby. I said, no, you not. I said, no, I don't take protection. You don't do. I said, no, you're not. She tried to run that game on me, man, make me run a guilt trip on me. I said, no, that's not my child. I said, you pregnant? It's not my child. You better go to the real daddy and get out of my face. Anyway, she tried to pull that on me, man. All kind of crazy stuff they do. All right, what else? And so I'm telling you, you guys out there beware of that scheme too. You come down here, you hook up with a Filipina, you go back to the USA, then they try to run that scheme on you. I'm pregnant. Yeah, right. If you pregnant, sister, it's not my child. You have to have a DNA test before I send you 1 peso. So if you for real, let me see some DNA evidence. You know, that's what you got to do. Well, let me see. What's else? Who else is in this house today? Who's riding the train with Bobby D and Lisa D? Sky65 say, hey, Bobby D, thanks for the stream, dropping some good knowledge on us as usual. Yeah, thank you, Scott. We try to keep you guys in loop, try to keep you guys informed. What's happening? What to look out for. MG Toe Guy, you never date single mothers. You never date single mothers. There you go, man. Keep it clean. You want to keep it clean. When you want to deal with one individual, you don't need no extra people running around on the floor crying for this and crying for that. Because it's taking up your love time. It's taking up your love time with your main squeeze, all right? You don't need that, man. You don't need the extra headache. But those of you guys that are out there right now, and you riding around here, you running with a woman that got about 3-4 children, I'm telling you, man, I feel sorry for you. Because you're going to be taken through some changes. Yeah, you're going to be taken through some serious changes in the future, in the near future, if you continue that relationship. Now, MG told you, start your own safe game, not other man. There you go. If you can, she already made a bad choice or picked the wrong guy. Most of the time, you're right, MG. They made a bad choice. They picked a deadbeat dad. And most Filipinos out here that what they want to do, the Filipino guys, most of them, not all of them. I've met some straight up Filipino guys. They take care of their family, very, very responsible and very smart people. Okay, but there's some Filipino guys that will lay that seed, and you never find it. After they drop the seed, they gone. And that's what they do. Next thing you know, they dropping the seed elsewhere. They have 4 or 5 seeds that are dropped in 3, 4, 6 months. Okay? And that's what a lot of them do. Now, not all of them now, because I am friends with some very, very good, responsible Filipino men. But a lot of them are not that responsible. Okay? So I'm telling you, be careful with these ladies. They got children. And then a lot of times what happens, guys, they'll tell you, I'm not married. I don't have any children. Next thing you know, you come down here and they got 3 or 4 children or with them or one. They say, well, I thought you said you didn't have any children. Oh, did I tell you that? This is my little child. I'm sorry. He was staying with my grandmother. I meant to say I did not have any children staying with me. You're right. All kind of stuff they tell you, man. And you got to be ready for anything. Scott 56, the question about you, how was your experience dealing with police in the fields? Dealing with police? Only time I've dealt with police in the Philippines is when I had a ticket. They gave me a ticket for riding out. At least they told me to make a turn and went down the wrong one-way street, and they gave me a ticket for that. That's all I had experience with them. And I try to stay away from the police, PNP, man. I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to, just like in the USA, if you a black guy, you better watch out. Up here, if you a foreign guy, you better watch out. And the reason why, they want the cheese. Ching, 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 ching. They try to get that money, honey. Yeah. If you come out here, that's what he tried to do to me. He wanted me to give him 500 pesos to let the ticket go. At least he said, give it to him. I ain't giving no money for no ticket. I said, let's pay the ticket. We went down and paid the ticket. Guess how much the ticket was? 200 pesos. That's it. I said, see, I saved money. The only problem was it took us almost a half a day to get down there, because that's when I didn't have a car. It took us a half a day to get down there. We lost a whole day, but it was worth it. I didn't give him no money, and I saved money. Okay. But yeah, when they deal with the foreigners, it's about this, man. It's about the cheese, you know. And if you make a mistake out here, you think they're gonna have mercy on you because you're a foreigner? No, you're not gonna have no mercy. You're gonna get the same treatment as the Filipino. But the only thing is, the ones that take, the little, they're gonna run that by. Well, I can let you go. You think you can come up with some, change, stuff like that. Yeah, they do that. But the Filipinos, as far as the police, that's the only time I've ever ran and had any contact with a policeman. But they seem to be very, very alert, and they're very, very friendly, because I've talked to them. I've asked for directions, stuff like that. But they're very, very alert most of the time, and they're very, very friendly. Yeah, you got to be careful in the Philippines, just like you are in the USA when you're dealing with the po-po. Okay? All right, somebody hit that super chat button for me. Come on now. Come on, guys. I give you good information. I keep in touch with you every time. And I'm the kind of guy that's boots on the ground. I'm right here. You can rely on me. I let you know what's going on in the Philippines at all times. Hit that super chat button and continue this conversation. Postman says, in Texas, the police is not shooting people in their homes. So you are better off with the peso tax. Okay, people are shooting. Okay, I read about that story, Ghost Man. Somebody got shot. I look like they called the police. The door was open. When I read, the door was open, and a neighbor thought it was very, very suspicious. She called the police to check on her. You home check, see how the lady was doing, see if everything was okay. The cop goes in there, and he shoots the lady. She was sitting down there, I think she was watching TV with her son, or I don't know, something like that. But instead of them trying to, see who was in there and say, hey, this police, stuff like that, can you come out, whatever, he just shoots and kills the lady. Yeah, and that was very, very hurtful and tragic. I'm not sure how that situation could ever come about. Did you just go to do a safety check on a person and then wind up being, deceased? It's crazy, man. It's messed up. And that's just a part of the situation that's happening in the United States. Just a very small part. Every day somebody's getting jacked up, and it's usually a person of color. And the only thing about it now is that it's being reported, and the reason why it's being reported a lot is because the proliferation of cameras, cell phone cameras, CCTV, is proliferated, and people are aware of report. Prior to that time, all of these stuff was happening back in the day, but nobody had any evidence to show that this stuff was going on. But now with the proliferation of CCTV and camera phones, people are fighting back with visual evidence, and so they can't deny it. And even the cop that entered into the lady's home and shot her, he had on a cam. It was strapped to his head or something. He had a camera and it recorded his actions, and he's being held accountable. Thank goodness, he's being held accountable for his actions, and I think he's been arrested. So, come in, say in Texas. Okay, Scott says appreciated, Bobby D. Did they ever figure out how those robbers got into the mall past security? Yeah. What happened was I was going to do another follow-up, but Lisa said that's enough on that. So I'm not going to do another follow-up on that. But what happened was they came to an entrance in the mall, and for those of you that aren't aware, I did a story recently on the follow-up of the robbery at J Mall. Those of you that have been to the Philippines, you know where J Mall is. It is the place where foreigners go to renew their visas, their temporary visas. Okay. It's called J Mall, located in Mandawi City, Cebu City. And there was a robbery there recently where several people came into the mall and it robbed 4 different establishments, jewelry and money, cash money. They've since been arrested. 3 of them were killed when they tried to resist arrest from the policemen. But they recovered some of the cash. They have not recovered the jewelry, and they're still searching for those people that have the jewelry. But they will find them, I guarantee you that. But yeah, the way they got in, so he's asking me how did they get into the mall without being discovered? Because what happens, guys, for those of you who have not been to the Philippines, what happens in every major mall, when you enter into the mall, you have to open up your pocket like this right here. You have to open it up. And you have to show what you have in your pocket, okay? You have to open up and show them. They have to check it. If you have a backpack, they're going to make you take that backpack off. They're going to check every piece, every particle of that backpack to make sure you're not carrying any concealed weapons or any concealed guns, knives, that kind of stuff. So this question was, how did they get into the mall without being detected? What they did was, there was one entrance, there's one exit of the mall. You can only go out. Okay, and there's only one guard there. Okay, so what happened was they entered through the only exit. They went to the exit way, and they manhandled the guard. They punched him in the head with the hand, hit him in the pistol whip the guard. That's what they did. Dexter, what's up, man? Good to see you. And it knocked him down, and the guard had a serious wound in his head. That's how they got in. And once they got in, that was it. They had their way with the whole mall. They ran all over that mall. What's going on, Dexter? You riding the little train with Bobby D and Lizzie today? Good to see you, man. Good to have you on the train. Somebody hit that super chat button now. I'm waiting on it. But yeah, well, this has been a good day for us. Lisa D and I have been out all day. We had a lot of business appointments today. Just got through with one, and we had some lunch. And then we get ready to go home. Lisa D is tired, man. We had to get up really early today. You hear me? And Lisa D normally gets up between 8 and 9. a.m. every morning. Today we had to get up at 30 because we had to go. We look at it as a more property. We had to go to another city. It's called Liloan, way out. It's about maybe 30 minutes, but with traffic, you're talking about an hour. And so we got up early to try to beat the traffic. But when we got up early and got out there, it was still traffic. We couldn't believe it. Anyway, we had to get up early. We looked at the property. We didn't like that, so we came back. We had some more stuff to do out here. Got some lunch. I said, Lisa D, I need to get in touch with my people. So that's why we're doing this video. So everything's good with us right now. I hope everything's good with you guys. For those of you that are here for the first time, I want to suggest you click on the subscribe button and the bell notification icon so you continue receiving fresh new Filipino videos, motivational videos, and worldwide videos. I'm your love doctor, your love guru, man on the street, boots on the ground, Bobby D, life in the Philippines. Yeah, that's who I am. And that's why you tuned in, because you know I give it to you straight. I don't play no games with you. I give it to you straight up, and I tell you like it is. I tell you the good, bad, and the ugly of the Philippines. Some people just tell you the good. Some people just tell you the good and the bad, and leave out the ugly. I tell you it all. Okay? I don't have time to play games with you, or I don't have time to play games with the people here. I'm a straight up kind of guy. I'm gonna tell you, for those of you who haven't been to the Philippines, you should try it out. Come out and see what it's all about. It's about a nice change from the United States. If you're in the United States, welcome change for you. If you're in any other part of the current world, Great Britain, France, Russia, it still will be a nice change for you. Because the people out here treat you with what? Respect. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Yeah, thank you, Sister Aretha. Appreciate that. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Me to me. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Take care. TCB. Ow. Little respect. Don't start me. But yeah, man, Philippines is a beautiful place. I enjoy it. I've been here for 5 years. This is my 5th year. Lisa D and I are about to go to Japan first week of November, and we're excited, man. We are very, very excited. Dexter, how many times you gonna say hi, man? I told you hi already. Is something wrong with your keyboard or what? All right, Carl, what's going on, man? Hey, we kind of want to ride a love train today. Ride a love train. Bobby D and Lisa D. Welcome aboard, Kyle. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, hit the subscribe button and the bell notification icon so you continue receiving fresh new Filipino videos, motivational videos, and worldwide videos. Welcome to the love train. This is Bobby D. I got my beautiful wife here, Lisa D. She's sitting over there waiting for me to get through because she's ready to go home, take her nap. He's from San Pedro, Laguna. Okay, San Pedro. He's out there in the Philippines, so you know what I'm talking about, Carl. Scott says hi, Lisa D.
Hello.
Yeah, Carl know what I'm talking about. He out here enjoying the Philippines. It's a beautiful day today, sunny and bright. It's a breeze in the air, and Lisa D out here. We're in the plaza just chilling, man. We on Ayala Mall. We're just chilling, man. We having a great time. And this is nothing new for us. We do this, all the time. You guys see us. We always chilling and relaxing. But the only part about us is that you don't see the part where we do the work, behind the scenes stuff. It takes work to run a YouTube channel. It takes work to do Upwork. It takes work to do Fiverr, okay? Y'all don't see that part. One of these days, I'm gonna show y'all how we work at home and give a video on that. Because even though you see Lisa D and me relax all the time, we relax because we work hard for the money, honey. Yeah, we work hard for the money. Yeah, we work hard. And so we need to, relax sometimes. And so we come out here, chill, relax, enjoy ourselves, renew our batteries, refresh our batteries. And when we get home, we got more energy to do whatever we need to be doing and get done. So for those of you that are out there wondering how it is to be in the Philippines, I can tell you it's a beautiful thing. And I enjoy it here. I enjoy it here tremendously. And one of the best things I enjoy about the Philippines, not only the weather, but the people. They're great people here. Great people. They have very good positive attitudes, and they're very, very warm, loving, caring, And the best part about it is they're very, very friendly. You can meet a Filipino, um, just let's say you just meet right now. They're gonna reach out their hands, say, "Hi, sir." They're gonna say, "How are you?" "I am fine," and they're gonna start talking to you, and you feel like you feel like you have been knowing them for a long time, and they grow on you so quickly. It's amazing how quickly they grow on you. Like everybody, me and Lisa D live in a very small subdivision, and everybody in the subdivision loves Lisa D. They love Lisa D more than me because they know they call me strict man. Cause they know I don't play. But they love Lisa D and they love us, man. They love us. And we've been there 4 years and we have an awesome community that love us. We get ready to move on because we have some other things we need to be doing in another area. But that's it for now, guys. You guys, those of you that are here, I want you when this broadcast is finished, I would appreciate it if you would like the video. Okay, I'm gonna save it as a replay video, so like the video, please. Also, for those of you that are here, I have on Facebook, we have a channel for our fans. The channel name is called the Philippines Connection. The Philippines Connection. When you get through this video, looking at this video, go log on to Facebook and like the channel. Okay, just like it, man. It doesn't cost you a dime. It don't take about 30 seconds for you to like the channel. Like the channel, man, please. When you like the channel, what we're gonna do is you'll get notification of you get notification of stories and videos about the Philippines life and the lifestyle. You'll even get information about me and Lisa D, how we're living out here and how we're doing. And that's something that will help you because the more you know about the Philippines, better off you'll be, okay? Before you come here. You can get in touch with us if you have any speaking engagements that you want me to be involved with, bdix004@gmail.com. If you have some questions or concerns, you can contact me there as well. I do also live consultations one-on-one. If you are thinking about moving to the Philippines, you have many questions, I'll be the one to answer your questions for you, give you the best advice I can give you so that you can have a safe transition to the Philippines. I can tell you, I have consulted with hundreds and hundreds of guys and they have moved out here with no problem. And if you're thinking about moving out here, I can answer all your questions that you have in your mind because I know you have a lot of questions. I know you have a lot of concerns and a lot of questions. It's always when you're moving overseas or thinking about moving overseas as well. All right. So I've talked to you today about dealing with the Filipino with kids. Hopefully you've gotten something out of it that will benefit you. And if you haven't gotten something out of it, refer this video to a friend or someone else that you think might enjoy it or that might be more suitable for them. Dexter, how many times you gonna say hi, brother? Hello. All right, Dexter saying shout out. Okay, Carl says he's married to a Filipino. Okay, I hear you, Carl. So you know what I'm talking about. I'm married to a Filipino too. Beautiful women. All right, Lisa D ready to go. All right, guys, that's it for now. This is Bobby D saying take care. God bless. Lisa said I was too loud. This is all for now, guys. This is Bobby D saying take care. God bless. And peace.